the 1031 exchange. This is a powerful tool. It was implemented many, many years ago and now is threatened to be taken away. So we want to go over how to get this done. Wait, what 1031 exchange is, how to leverage it. And Greg can talk a little bit about how he leveraged it and let you know why this is one of the best tools you have today to grow your wealth exponentially. Greg, real quick, what is a 1031 exchange?
It's exactly what it says in the name. It's an exchange. So you're exchanging one property for another or multiple.
Yeah, like properties now. Back in the day, you could sell a business and take the money and purchase a rental property with it. It was way different, but they've minimalized it. So now you can't sell something and put it into something. It has to be of like sort. So if specifically today we're talking about real estate, so we're talking about rental properties. You sell a rental property, you can't use that 1031 exchange to flip a property, correct, Greg? You have to sell that rental property to buy another rental property, right?
Correct.
So the proceeds from that transaction are not hit with today's taxes. And it's not that you're avoiding paying taxes altogether. You're deferring taxes until the late date when you do sell. Can you let us know a little bit about that and how one would start that?
Yeah, so you don't really want to hope for a 1031 exchange, but if it's upon you like it is now, then you take advantage of it. So it's definitely a pie in the sky. It's like hitting a grand slam. So you don't want to aim as that being your target. You don't want to get into this market saying, I'm going to do 1031 exchanges. It's not feasible. It's like hitting the lottery. So I did hit the lottery, and where I bought a single family home for a good price. And then the market went bananas this year, and it was worth a new price where it was like, wow, look at all this equity here. It could be gone in 6 months or 12 months. So why don't I capitalize on it, sell this property, and transform it into multiple more units? So that's what I did. I sold a single family and exchanged it for 7 apartments, a 4-family and a 3-family. So now I have 7 more units than I had before with the same equity that was just going to sit there if I didn't touch it.
Now, when you defer your taxes, it's not that the government is doing us a favor. Let's really look at 1031 exchange for what it is, right? They're not doing you a favor. They're doing themselves a favor because they know they're going to get you. They know they're going to get their tax dollars, and it's going to be a higher tax amount when you're taking this money from this smaller property, most likely, investing it into a larger property, and you wouldn't have the funds to do that without this 1031 exchange. So let's take the 1031 exchange away, throw it out the door, throw it out the window, and now what you have is areas like Pawtucket, Rhode Island, Central Falls, Woonsocket, all these areas that are somewhat decaying in places at a slower rate than they would without the 1031 exchange. So now you take away investors' opportunities, their rights to create, to build, to bring money into the economy, which ultimately brings jobs, all tax revenue in other areas, higher property taxes for the local governments, so on and so forth. You take this thing away, throw it out, and now you have another way for the government to creep in creepily and control the situation. And now they can take advantage of that, and they can restrict, and they can limit, and they can do all this garbage stuff. So 1031 exchange is detrimental. Would you agree?
I agree. It's kicking the can down the road. However, it fuels short and medium term growth that you just mentioned. So without it, we would be stagnant, and there would be no incentive to keep putting our money in real estate. We would just put it in the stock market, or we'd put it in Bitcoin or whatever. So it's keeping the money in the open on the playing field. Once it starts going online, Bitcoin, then the government loses sight. The economy loses its strength. People lose their confidence. It's a bad thing. So you need to keep the money on the street